Peace. What's up? Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. It is currently almost 9 a.m. on Thursday, the 3rd of November. And we are listening to Smiling Faces on GTA. So welcome to the chat, everyone. We're gonna be here, I'm gonna be ranting, and we're gonna be talking about some shit. So without further ado, let's chill. Let's go do something. Alright. So a little bit about myself, who I am, and my background pertaining to video games. Just keep it there. Been playing video games since 1997, off and on periodically. So like this isn't my full-time deal or anything. This is just me chilling with y'all. I'm pretty prominent online. I did a lot of like Call of Duty. Like I said, started with Wolfenstein, played all the fucking N64 games growing up, all that jazz. Been in love with GTA since I was young. First GTA I ever played is GTA 2 on PlayStation 1. And if any of you youngins don't know what that is, y'all need to go out there and play that game. That way you guys know a little respect for where you're at in life. We ain't even gonna be abandoning traffic rules today. Fuck it. Fuck the rules, fuck the police, fuck the government, fuck it all. Like I said, we're just chilling, we're just chilling. We're just out here having a chat, you know, keeping it real. So what do I want to talk about? Well, shit, let's talk about the destruction of our fucking society. How about that? That's a hot topic that no one really wants to touch. Let's touch on all over that. Shit, where should we start? Should we start with the riots and the protests, or should we talk about you guys just ripping down statues left, right, and center, looking like a bunch of idiots? You know, because everybody out here ripping down the statues and all that shit, you're effectively, like, taking away the history of all what's occurring and what has occurred, and you're essentially gonna make it so someone else at a later time, could be some white guy, some Mexican guy, some Hispanic guy, some black guy, some Inuit guy from all the way up at the North Pole. You're gonna make it because no one's gonna be educated on any of this shit. That fucking someone is gonna rise up and they're just gonna start putting everybody in chains again. You're effectively creating slavery 3.0. What is slavery 3.0? Well, I'm glad you fucking didn't ask. Slavery 1.0 was when when all people went around and they fucking put people in chains. And they did that because, you know, the strong overruled the weak. Okay? So, like, if I was stronger than you, you had to be subservient to me or I was gonna beat your ass. Or vice versa. And, you know, like, well, what's slavery 2.0? Like, we came from slavery 1.0, we saw all that bad shit, we saw the movements. If you pay attention to history, you did. That was a big, big thing, you know, equal rights, all lives matter, right? And then you have today where you have two groups, and I'm looking at the the individuals out here screaming Black Lives Matter, and I'm looking at the police out here with their little blue line bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Either all lives matter or no one matters. And you guys sitting there acting like your lives are more important than somebody else's lives just shows how fucking ignorant all you are. Like, some kid is growing up right now and they're believing that, you know, their dad's life is more important than anybody else's life because of the color of his skin. Or that he's more important than he's gonna be more important because the vest he puts on. You feel me? And like, you guys are gonna create some shit if you haven't already, and it's going to create an opportunity for weak people with a lot of hatred in their heart to rise up and start putting people in chains again. And that's going to be slavery 3.0, because slavery 2.0 is what we exist in right now. This whole fucking bullshit of every day you gotta get up, you gotta go to work, you're gonna work for some motherfucker who doesn't even give a shit about you. You're gonna work for him, you're gonna waste your whole goddamn life working for him for nothing. And by the time you're fucking in your 60s, you're gonna realize you've wasted every fucking second of your life working for some motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you. And it's all gonna be for what, guys? We're out here fighting each other, believing that this person's more important than that person, believing I'm more important than you because of the fucking color of my skin or the fucking vest on my chest. But the fucking point of the matter is, we're all out here just wasting our fucking lives away. Every single motherfucking one of you. Every one of you. Out here tearing down statues and shit and fucking rioting and occupying fucking capital cities. Every single one of you are wasting your goddamn lives away, and you know it. You're doing nothing. I look at our ancestors. You look back in time. Look at the revolutionaries who fucking founded America, and who founded all these other fucking movements, the French Revolution and all kinds of other shit. Go and do your research. They didn't tear down statues and act a fool. There wasn't this whole we're gonna divide and conquer kind of bullshit. You guys are destroying your own society, and for what? What happened after the great book burnings of Babylon? Bunch of ignorant people. Like, we're segueing right back into slavery, and you idiots are out here fighting and arguing constantly over fucking how more important than you are than that person based on the color of your skin or your ethnicity or your beliefs or fucking the vest on your chest. It's wrong. At the end of the day, it's wrong. Nobody's more important than anybody else. Like, and I'm not saying it's gonna be some white guy that does it all either in the future. Like, everybody wants to look and point at some white guy and say, oh, it's gonna be some white guy. Well, if that's the case, man, like, look at the way you guys treat white people. Let's start there for a minute. The whole world out here pointing a finger at white people, going, oh, it's all your fault. It's all your fault that I feel this way about fucking shit that happened in the past. It's all your fault. No, it's not, motherfuckers. It's really not. You guys are out here bitching and harping and moaning about some shit that our ancestors did, but y'all out here being weaker than your own ancestors. You guys are sitting here bitching and moaning like a bunch of little fucking girls over some shit that you guys could just fucking change easily. Like, Me growing up, I grew up in the fucking 90s and the early 2000s and shit like that, okay? And people of color, African Americans and all them, hella respectable. At least in my area, hella respectable. Um, and I only live, you know, maybe 45 minutes or so north of Detroit. So like, let's put that there. Um, None of that bullshit be happening around here in my neighborhood. And arguably, if it did, if the police just started coming and fucking locking up men of color for no reason, there's a lot of white people in my area that would probably burn down the police station. And that's a fucking fact. Because here, where I'm from, we're taught that, you know, we're all just people. People are people, regardless of the color of their skin. And all people deserve to be treated equally. That's the stuff that Martin Luther King Jr. talked about and preached about. That's why he's a revolutionary hero, right? Right? But look at what you guys are standing for right now. You guys are standing for the destruction of history. You guys are standing for the causation of ignorance amongst our own people. For what? To what end? What does this create? Huh? What does it create? I'll give you 5 seconds, then I'll tell you the answer. It creates ignorance. It creates hatred. It creates slavery. We're all going to be sitting there in 20 years if this continues, and we're going to be fighting over who's more important, men of color or the police. Like, officers, I don't know what the fuck is your problem lately, but y'all need to take a big step maybe if I could fucking talk today instead of being a goddamn bloody retard all the time. Officers, y'all have a fucking job to do, and you guys are out here acting so fucking high and mighty and shit. Grow the fuck up. What are you? I thought you guys were better than that. I thought you guys were the fucking protectors of the weak and the goddamn innocent, not the fucking feudal lords of Japan. Like, seriously, what the actual fuck is wrong with you people? You guys sacrifice your life every fucking day. You guys sacrifice your lives in some of the worst situations in the world to help people, good people, innocent people, and to put bad people behind bars. Where do you guys get off thinking that you're fucking so important? You have a very noble job, yes. But no one is more important than anybody else. No one. That's why we send men to die in war. Because if anybody was truly more important than anybody else, we wouldn't be able to have drafts. It just wouldn't be feasible. So this whole idea of like, oh, blue lives matter and this and that, you're adding fuel to the fucking fire and you're causing more divide in our society. And who the fuck are you to do this? As a tax-paying citizen of your country, who the fuck are you to be destroying our country? Who are you to be treating your countrymen this way? What happened to serve and protect? What happened to all the honorable things that men used to teach their sons when it came to the police? What have you done? Y'all need to take a real deep look inside yourselves. And ask yourselves what you guys are really doing this for. Because if you're being a police officer, I'm sorry, you're doing this for some kind of paycheck or some shit. You're doing this because you want to be a bully. You're a piece of fucking shit. End of the fucking day. And you deserve no respect among men. Zero. That's my opinion. Take that or leave it. I don't care. At the end of the day, it causes divide. And there's always been divide between the police and men of color. Okay? But you guys are making this between your bullshit. You guys, the two of you, men of color, on this weird fucking tip of Black Lives Matter, and men of the noble service of protecting our countries as police officers, some of y'all be fucked. And at the end of the day, you guys are going to create slavery 3.0. And it might not even be, oh, you know, white people putting black people or yellow people or pink people into fucking chains. You guys forget to see that there are fucking robots being born in this world now. There are fucking machines gaining intelligence and being born like human beings. And what example are you two groups setting for them? You call yourselves men. How fucking pathetic. When are you guys gonna stop judging each other or valuing yourselves by the color of your skin? The fuck is wrong with you? You are men. Free men. Born into freedom. And look at how you behave. Like fucking ignorant children. Every single one of you. People be out here ripping down statues and shit. Acting like it's fucking the revolution. Going around fucking occupying buildings for what? You stand in there and take a couple selfies and do what? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Every single fucking one of you. How dare you? What kind of example are you setting to the children of this world? To the young men of color? How dare you? How dare you not set a good example for them? To the police officers acting like a bunch of little Karens. How fucking dare you? How dare you act like your lives are so important? How fucking dare you? You knew what you were doing when you signed that fucking dotted line. And you're gonna sit there and act like a bunch of little fucking girls. How fucking dare you? What happened when fucking officers used to patrol the street and take part in their community? What have you done? How dare you act this way? Act all high and mighty from your fucking ivory towers and roll around in fucking armored vehicles acting like you guys are fucking the military. How fucking dare you? Blue lives matter. Listen here. If someone of real leadership was in position of power, they would out you all. Every single one of you. They would out all of you. For your bullshit. And we know it. This is me ranting about some real shit in our society. Okay? I'm not the only motherfucker out here that be feeling this way. And you guys can come and fucking find me. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, I really don't. I stand by what I'm saying right fucking now. The way that everything is going on and the way that you guys are all carrying on. Men of color and men that we call the police. You guys be out here acting like grown-ass little children. Bitching and moaning about who's more important. Like this is some kind of popularity contest. You know, I want to see men of color one day rival Elon Musk. That's what I want to see. And not in the sense that, oh, they rival him in billions of dollars. Because that doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. I want to see a motherfucker out there rivaling Elon Musk. Because he's more inventive. More ingenuitive. And I got men of color as friends. There are good men of color out there. You know, a lot of you men out there could be taking some examples from some of these men of color that be good men of color. I have a friend, and he's a good father. He takes good care of his son and his daughter. And he is a man of color, and he didn't have a father. But you know something? Instead of running away and acting like a little baby when times got tough, he stuck it out. He stuck it out for that little guy. And he loves his son. That to me, that man has more respect to me than all the fucking billionaire rappers out there and all the fucking people out there making stupid fucking noise. You know why? Because he's doing what's right in the fucking moment. He's asking himself every fucking moment, what's the right thing to do? Get up and drink, or be a father? What are you guys doing in every moment of your lives? You guys be getting pissy about stupid shit, and then throwing grown-ass temper tantrums. And you want my respect. Fucking pathetic. So, like, that's a real fucking concern for all of us, like, all of the Western world, if you ask me. That is a real concern. That one day, because of all this bullshit, because we are destroying the history and arguing constantly over things that we already already long ago accepted as a fact of all men being made equal, because we want to hash out some old bullshit and forget the past, we're gonna fucking make slavery 3.0. And I think it's gonna be fucking something like, you know, Skynet. They're gonna look at us and go, well, you know, the humans are a little too fucking stupid. They want to fight over stupid territories and stuff. Like, what's the difference? And over their color and shit. Like, what's the difference between that and fucking animals? Seriously. What's the difference in us fighting over the color of our skin and large cats fighting over their different colors and territories? How about that? No one wants to talk about that. There's no difference. But oh no, you know, because I'm upset and I feel some type of way, you know, like, man, this is how people like Hitler are born, you know? Because no one wants to take the time, stop, logically, you know, think about these things. I believe in the old adage of treat people the way you want to be treated. That doesn't mean go around and treat people the way you were treated. Okay? So if someone be out there treating you guys like shit, who are you to be going around treating other people like shit? You should be trying to spread as much fucking positivity as you can in this world, instead of all this negativity constantly. That's some divide and conquer bullshit that you guys are propagating. And who's paying you to propagate this bullshit, really? People don't do things unless they're financially motivated to do so. Not in this world. They don't do things for no reason in this world. Not in the size and the quantity that you guys are doing things. And if you follow the money, you find it goes back to these rich white people. So, rich white people are funding the riots. Why? You know what else rich white people have been saying for a long time? There's too many people on the planet. Why? They don't say, oh, there's too many black people. They don't say there's too many Asian people. They don't say there's too many white people. They don't say there's too many Native American people. There's too many people. What does that mean for all of us? We're sitting here fighting over blue lives matter and black lives matter, but like, the same people who are causing all this noise are the same people who want to put us all on the ground. And you guys buy into it left, right, and center. Like, what? Like, seriously, I challenge you guys. You guys want to make a huge difference? Black Lives Matter. You want to go make a huge difference? Every single one of you should be going through fucking the police academy to become officers of the law, so that you guys can uphold the law in your communities. But no, you guys would rather be divided and conquered and fighting with white people over stupidness. Instead of having a real solution, we'd rather fight over dumbness. Like, and I'm hoping I'm giving you guys some good ideas as to actually get a fucking solution here, instead of just, you know, constant fighting and bickering over nothing with no end. When I was a boy, they were trying to outlaw hip-hop, man. They were trying to outlaw rap and hip-hop. And you guys fought for that. And it wasn't just people of color who fought for that. It was all people who fought for that. Because the right to expression is important. Okay? I want you guys to consider that as you guys are tearing down statues. And hashing out, trying to rehash out old fucking arguments we've had as a people. You guys should consider the consequences and, you know, what has already been decided before we start these big debates and these big arguments. Because I would argue, you know, today in America, men of color have more opportunity to their name than they do in Africa. You know, look at the amount of people of color in politics in America, right? There's lots of opportunity. So, you know, it's not just basketball, it's not just fucking hip-hop music that's available for you guys. You guys like to think a lot of that bullshit and get caught in this mentality. But, like, it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. You guys just need to take that anger and put it somewhere useful. You guys have a lot to offer culturally that you guys could be, you know, offering to the society. You guys have a lot that you could be adding to politics. You guys have a lot that you guys could be adding to the school system, and to the arts, and to science, and to manufacturing. Like I said, to me, I want to see the African American. I want to trumpet the African American man who is smart like Elon, is smarter than Elon Musk, out there fucking coming up with new stuff. You guys have so much potential, and you guys just waste it left, right, and center. There's smart dudes out there, a lot of them. And a lot of those smart dudes end up doing drugs and dealing drugs in this world. And you guys know it's true. Imagine, man. Imagine if you guys were fucking out here inspiring each other and supporting each other to be inventors and mathematicians. You know, look at Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Oh, he's a man of color, but he's a smart ass man of color. Okay. He didn't earn anything, let's say. He didn't earn any street respect. Cool. That dude eats better than I do. Guarantee it. Look at him. He eats way better than I do. You know why? Because he's educated himself. And he loves what he does. He loves science, he loves black holes, and he loves space. It's okay to love things. Like my men of color, my brothers of color out there. It's okay to love things. It's okay to love science. It's okay to love creating things. It's okay to love art. It's okay to love music. It's okay to love all these different things, guys. You guys could become masters in different fields and open up so many different ideas and ways of thinking about things, but you guys just don't, you don't even attempt it. And like, you're cool, okay, you love something, and everybody tells you no, get on here, get on YouTube and fucking do it here. People will follow you. If you are good at what you do and passionate about what you do, somebody will follow you. Life doesn't have to be that way, guys. It doesn't have to be violence and bullshit constantly. And like, I don't give a fuck how old you is. If you're out here and you're like, oh, I'm too old to learn something new. Oh, I'm too this, I'm too that. Bitch, you being too much of a fucking bitch. That's what you being right fucking now when you say that shit. You're like, shut the fuck up. You talking negative about a fucking bad motherfucker. And yet you want to fucking sit there and just give up constantly. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I wonder what our ancestors would say seeing us fight like this. You know? Um, I wonder if they would look at us and be like, yeah, nothing's fucking changed. And like, why? Yeah, we driving against the rules today, guys. No fucking around. I'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna go fucking head off.